Outplay. At least for Bananas Flash, they're finishing up the draft with a Fredrin. Rather frontline heavy for the side of Bananas Flash. In the meantime, backline, when it comes down to Claude, they have the snipe superiority. They have a lot that they have for themselves.
I have one problem with this Flash. Actually putting up the tempo, start burning Outplay a little bit more. And now these
Flicker as well, Divine Judgment right on top of Hoon. Hoon tries to get himself away, but unfortunately not quite much, even after having the RWM. Burn X Flash takes the first.
That they both clear very, very fast, but right now ATM is in front.
Of course, when it comes down to the first snipe coming in for CCAT, didn't really quite do quite much, but Shark is just going to be holding it on the front line. Divine Judgment just going to be connecting on the Shark, but the back line though, Hoon gets taken down by the hands of Shamar, and the entirety of OP would have no choice but to go on a full retreat, yielding.
Safely. The only one that can help it really is Reshi as well as Shark.
Well, this is one way to do it. Win a lane for basically, and they are going to push. I wonder if Reshi's ready for the clapback though. There's way too many members of Burn X Flash up top there. As we watch, this action down bottom!
Immediately being hammered through by the hands of OP as they take themselves the first blood. The rest of Burn X Flash is responding to this. They are probably going to give away the bottom tier, bottom second tier turret, but back in the middle lane, back player gets snagged right out with Donut getting himself taken down, and OP would have no choice but to
his lane to push the turret. So right now, again, almost 3,000 goalie for Burn X Flash. They're looking very good.
As Shark takes the front lines, the entirety of OP prepares to set themselves with a little bit of an off-tempo, I gotta have to say. They gotta have to work with something here. They gotta have to bring Burn X Flash down, considering the fact that they gotta get the front line in. Best player! Steals the turtle right under the nose of Shamar. And the rest of the team from Burn X Flash erupted, and they want to get more. Donut all the way in the front, and he wants to get more blood, but he escapes. We expect a little bit more performance from Best Player 1, and he should be one of the main win conditions that we should look out for until minute 15.
Yeah, but to get there, Outplay have to defend. There's a Lord knocking on their door here. It's going to clear a little bit of the holy shielding, and they are going to maintain all inhibitors. So yeah, they're not quite out the woods yet.
There's Evan Flickers right in! Ureshi takes the opportunity to jump over to the back line, but unfortunately, the only thing they can do is stay within the RWM, but he still gets taken down. Basically, moves himself up north, while Donut moves himself out down south. It doesn't seem like Burn X Flash will be able to get any more than what they have gotten, but still, getting all this inhibitor turret down to so low.
Off cam, there's 2 engagements, possibly waiting to explode. Oh, ATM wants to engage.
And Best Player is the one that sticks his neck out first, but it doesn't seem like he will be able to get anywhere close.
Donut in
the center! It's just going to be ending the game! Burn X Flash! They are ending it, and OP have got no answers!
There's that trademark cheeky play coming in from Burn X Flash. Donut has done it, sneaking away with a victory in game 1.
Dude, looking at that play, Burn X Flash was so clean. They were so clean, man. From minute 1 up until the end, the fact that they completely understand when they can end the game, they're like, yeah, we could probably win a few more team fights, but we don't have to, man.
Coach Daly's, all right. Coach Daly's between them, right there, see?
Right, yeah, there we go.
All right, so for this composition, I gotta say, for Outplay, pretty solid as well. They got the lob to go to the back line, but again, it's gonna be pretty dangerous. They're really going to look at
trying to get CCAT to level 4 so that the turtle take is going to be more closer to 50-50.
ATM emerges out of the Black Dragon form and circles around on top of Best Player. Best Player takes the turtle for themselves as ATM runs away with all the Showers built up on him. He's still doing a pretty good job in trying to hold everyone away from CCAT, but that's not going to work too well. ATM finds himself down. D7 behind of CCAT, and now OP.
In this series, OP are in the driver's seat. They're up by 1,000 gold 3 minutes in.
But the question is, how far and how long can they maintain this lead? What must they be doing here in order to keep this lead going or even grow it out?
That's right, we've seen teams get an early lead like this and flub it out in the mid-game. I'm hoping Outplay, and he catch a hook!
D7 immediately goes for the hook and will be able to bring Hoon down. They're going to be continuing this onslaught, and Burn X Flash continues to march on forward to ensure that the lane is all clear.
I would say that's pretty worth it still, because again, they got a lot out of that. G7 gets another hook, but it is against Shark. Shark will be lead against basically, and now the turtle has spawned.
Of course, the turtle gonna be under the taking of best player 1. He's constantly trying to be in the face of the turtle and trying to get every opportunity to get the turtle buff on himself, get the gold for his team as well. Basically can definitely come into the fight. As for now, the rest of the members from the side of OP just collapses onto themselves. ATM joins into the fray, goes over the backline, 3-man petrify. But unfortunately, he will be able to push basically away, but no one else comes in to follow up. ATM still dies in the midst of it all.
Coverage that Burnex Flash has. Yes, they can protect their cores. Yes, they can put up an amazing box. But when the opponents aren't biting, when they're not allowing that, what do they do? A hook!
Oh, a double RWM. And they're all just going to be working on his ATM, riding on to Hun. He's trying to zone everyone else away, but he's just going to be all alone. But he focuses onto Burnex Flash. ATM, he wants to get away. He can't do so. As now the Appraiser's Wrath launches down onto ATM. Burnex Flash, they want to come back onto this. They would want to take the middle lane for steel turrets.
Honestly, after all of that, and the only one that they really sacrificed was ATM, where she goes back in.
He's not done. He's not done. He goes in with a Mightiest Warrior, and he just wants to hold out to the front lines as a Terrifier lands on top of D7, and they continue to mow down the rest of this lawn and possibly get themselves a turtle soup.
Oh, very close.
There we go.
His retreat don't miss. Shema very low. This is how you do it. OP did slip.
They calm their nerves.
That's a Burnex Flash thing down bottom.
ATM gonna go down by the hands of basically, as he's still gonna be relatively far away. RWM locks down on the basic, and the hook connects, and he's gonna go straight down as well. D7 forcing the issue, wanting to bring Breath Player down, but it doesn't seem like he will be able to do quite much. Seacat continues on to the pursuit, wants to bring Shark down, and Shamar joins to the fray. Don't see Best Player just yet, but he's still gonna be around the area. Ureshi likewise is gonna do the same thing. I don't think that it's gonna be much of a value from Ureshi, as he's gonna be fronting this fight all alone, as Dona holds it off. Mightiest Warriors not gonna go anywhere.
By the hands early in the mid-game, 4-1 on this Leslie.
No, honestly, we gotta look at how Burnex Flash is approaching the fight, but before that, best player.
Not looking good, as now the Star Rescue stacks up onto him. Burnex Flash wants to mount a comeback, and they want to ensure that OP do not take the river line.
As I was saying, man, Burnex Flash right now.
It's a risky one.
Dona has to be very, very careful here. D7. Unfortunately, not getting anyone. Ureshi goes in. Luminum lands as well.
And the Flickers lands on top of Shamar. More than enough time to drag enough time for Best Player to take down the Lord. As ATM and Shamar's both going to be taken down 2-4-2 coming from both sides. Dona's going to be on the front line. If Flickers is the backwards, he's going to be safe for now. As D7 Seacat is just going to be making sure that they will be able to escort Donut away.
Oh, 3 left for side. 30% on an Iron Hook is very high. And there you go, another close call. Luminum Blast set up.
No flicker coming in from him just yet, so Burnex Flash pretty much knows that OP does not have much of an initiation way, as ATM just gonna be diving right in. 3-man petrify basically gets caught, and OP lost the win condition, but at least they still have Hun. He's just gonna be walking around the place. The front line coming from the side of OP is still gonna be holding out well, as Best Player finds himself taken down by the true damage from the side of Donut. They are all just gonna be running it down, as Rishi's not gonna do quite much. Shock joins in, Donut.
What?
Oh, darn close! But Ureshi continues to fight as he doesn't stay alive for long enough. And Shaman goes in. He found Chuck! And he still found on! He gets himself a triple kill!
Chiba is putting on a show. Burnex Flash are feeling it. OP are the defensive.
How the turns has tabled. That is a tough fight for Burnex Flash, just on purpose. As now the Luminous Lord marches right in as he fights for the team. The hook lands and the bloody hunt onto Best Player 1. The rest of the fight from Burnex Flash marches on and collapses themselves onto Boon as well. 2 players down for the side of OP. Dona still hangs behind as ATM opens up the map, or rather opens it all to ensure that OP does not march in any closer to a 5-man stack of Burnex Flash. No creep so far. Ureshi holds it out. He still wants to bring the team onto a winning game, but he sacrifices himself. He's not able to do quite much right now. Basically, he's still going to be alive, but Shut doesn't have much hedge to work with. D7 left the hook. And that is how Burnex Flash turn it around with a reverse sweep.
Hear the crowd roar as the Cambodian champions move on to the knockout stage of MSC 2023.
Well deserved, because again, look at how they play. They understand what they gotta do, and I gotta say, man, Donut, that was an amazing play. That was an amazing Leslie. He should have died at least 3 times.
What it comes down to is the fact that Burn X Flash have been a team for much, much longer than Outplay.